Yeah. Very good evening. Santya, very good evening. Akila, very good evening. And Sitimi, very good evening. Parimala, very good evening. Gaming God, very good evening. Anil, Tripoli, very good evening. Sai Praneeth, very good evening. Suraj Gupta, very good evening. And Anil Kumar, very good evening. And Dr. Renta Shetty, very good evening. Sweta, very good evening. And Tejas, very good evening. And Venkatesh, very good evening. I hope I'm audible right now. And Suman, very good evening. And Twin, a very good evening. And DSR, very good evening. Scooby, very good evening. And Anushya Reddy, very good evening. Gayatri, very good evening. Anshita, very good evening. And Ravindra, very good evening. Marvel Fan Club, very good evening. Akila, Sneha, Arun Kumar, Gopalakrishnan, very good evening. And Pallavi, very good evening. And Ashita, very good evening. And Marvel Fan Club, very good evening. Intro Arun, very good evening. And Ajay Akarwal, hello and hi. Yes. Surya Prasad, very good evening. Mani Cruiser, very good evening. Hussain, good evening. And thank you so much. And Divya, good evening. And Charumati, BSCCS, very good evening. And Bharat, very good evening. And Mothuselvam, very good evening. Hello everyone, this is Philip from pantechelearning and I welcome you all for engage your learning experience with pantechelearning anytime, anywhere and any places. We are always supporting to the students in a technical way. What is our main vision? We are going to help 10 million students to learn the technical knowledge by the easy way. I hope I'm audible right now. If I'm audible means please mention in the chat box yes Philip. If I'm audible means please mention in the chat box yes Philip. Am I audible, guys? Please reply me in chat box. Am I audible? If I'm audible means please mention in the chat box right now. Very good evening to all and very pleasant evening to you all. And I welcome you all to today's session of data analyzing with the help of the using Excel. And I'm going to discussing with you today that remaining tabs and also the options in pivot table. Okay, in pivot table. Are you guys are excited to get into the session? Are you guys are excited to get into the session? If you guys are excited means please mention in the chat box yes Philip and try to understand one thing before entering this particular session. I believe in interaction. Okay, I believe in interaction. Why? Because of I don't want to make my session as a boring way. So that is why in between this particular session, I'm asking the several questions to you. You have to answer and you have to interact with me as well. So thank you so much for the good response and also this is very interactive session as well, I felt. And without delay, I'm going to enter. If you guys are really like this particular session in the sense, don't forget to hit that like button as well. So that is the most important things to continue this particular session. I'm so excited to taking this particular session in a very perfect way. Okay, so without delay, I'm going to enter. Are you guys are excited? If you guys are excited means please mention in the chat box yes Philip. Okay, yeah. So without delay, I'm going to enter. So already we knows about these particular what is the meaning of the pivot table. So already I told you what is the meaning of the pivot table in the sense, for example, I have several questions when I'm going to use the Excel sheet. I want to display the exact population, highest population in 2021 in Tamil Nadu, that it can be possible with the help of the pivot table. I want to analyze, I want to explore your data in the sense that it can be possible to make it with the help of the pivot table. And I want to making the structure, I want to making the summarizing, I want to making the filter that it can be possible with the help of the pivot table. So for that, I'm going to discussing with you that Excel pivot table today, and I'm going to show the demo for creating the pivot table, and I'm so excited to telling the options for the pivot table, how to work with that, and we have the several options to do the pivot table working that I'm going to discuss with you today. So without delay, I'm going to enter this particular pivot table. So already I discussed with you yesterday. So the pivot table will help to allows you to easily organize, filterize, summarize, analyze the raw data. So we have the several options. We have the several options. For an example, when I want to see this particular these particular data, that particular Excel sheet. At that time we having the several options in insert, and we have the options like this. So most probably I don't prefer the recommendation of pivot table. That will not maybe may not be how to do that. But I am going to considering this particular manual pivot table to selecting the data to making the visualization, making the the filtration with the help of the pivot table. So how to create that? That is the most important question. Most of the people asked me yesterday. What is that? In the sense how to create the pivot table. That is the interesting question actually. Right, so how to create that? So we have the several option. When I want to entering the Excel sheet, that time we have in the one particular option, that is insert. Okay, that is insert. These particular option, we having the three different options. For example, for this particular raw data, I can filter like this. That is the most important thing. Most of the people ask me a question how to filterize. For example, when I'm going to choose the IMDb movies data in the sense, I can filter, I can summarize with the help of the genre, with the help of the language, with the help of the country. It can be possible to filterize. That it can be possible with the help of these particular options as well. Are you guys are listening this particular session? If you guys are listening this particular session in the sense, if you guys are really like this particular session in the sense, please give your heart in comment box right now. That is the most important things. So that will be more help to continue this particular session, because I'm so excited to continue this particular session. If you guys are encouraged to me in the sense, definitely I will continue this particular session in a very effective way. So if you guys are so excited in the sense, please give your heart in comment box right now. After that, I'm going to entering this session as well. So this is what we have the several options. So without delay, I'm going to open that particular IMDb Excel sheet. So for that, I'm going to open. So I have that particular IMDb mobile, movies data. So here I have the several data. So these particular data I can't summarize manually. I can't summarize manually. For an example, I want to filter, I want to display the genre wise. I want to display the title wise. I want to display the color wise. I want to display the language wise. In the sense, it can be possible with the help of the pivot option. Try to listen it carefully. I hope this particular session is very interesting. If you guys are really interested to watching this particular session in this one, don't forget to hit the like button as well. Okay, right, so fine. So now when I'm going to open this particular data, that you can see it here, the title option is there, release data is there, and also the color, genre, language, and also the country, rating, lead actor, director name. These all are the that special features is there. But I want to summarize with the help of the several data features to analyzing and also the understanding in a very effective way. In the sense, I need to show this a pivot table. So then only it can be possible to make that. So for an example, already I told you where is the option between here. So just see this particular data. First option is file, second option is home, and third option is actually insert. These particular insert options having the three different options. For an example, pivot table and recommended table, and also the table as well. So for this, I'm going to most preferably I'm going to use this particular pivot table that will help to making the summarizing, filtering, and analyzing the data with the help of the pivot table. How excited is this? If it is excited in the sense, please mention in the chat box excited Philip. I'm going to telling the several options today. Then only you can understand easily how to work with our pivot table here. So for that, you can see this one, pivot table. This particular pivot table, how to create that. That is the most important thing. So we have the pivot table option and also the recommended pivot table option is there. But I don't prefer, and it is not much useful to that recommended pivot table as well. So if you are an internship user in the sense, ultimate works. If you are an internship user in the sense, definitely you will be get it in LMS. But if you are not in an internship user in the sense, it is not possible to get it. So you can collect it from the Gaggle. Okay. So I will share the this particular data set only for the internship user. Okay, right. So thank you so much, and thank you so much for the good replay. Thank you so much for this particular feedback as well. Right. So now I'm going to move to the next slide. When I'm going to enter, okay, when I'm going to these particular options already we discussed. When I'm going to inserting this particular pivot table. This particular pivot table, we have the several options. For example, pivot will show this particular option, and table, recommended table, will giving this particular options. So most probably I don't use this the recommended pivot table. Defaultly the pivot table is going to be recommended to show this particular data like this, but I don't prefer because of I have that several options to making this. For an example, manually for this actually I want to create, and I want to that use the title, genre, or value and gross value. These all are the things. Okay, that is most importantly Karthik Sharma, right? So try to understand one thing, Karthik Sharma. We are not forcing to anyone joining this particular internship program. If you are interested in joining this particular internship program, in the sense, you can join. If you are not interested, in the sense, no problem. We are not forcing to anyone. So try to understand carefully, because of when you are going to mentioning in a command box like this, in the sense, that is making the negative feedback for this. So I don't I don't want to see this kind of the comments. Why? Because of we are not like that. If you are interested to join the internship program, in the sense, you can join. Otherwise, we are not forcing to anyone to joining this particular internship program as well. So don't say like that. That is actually making the negative impact on this. So don't do like that. And this is very kind way to informing you. Thank you. Right. So now a pivot table, I'm going to then make it in a manual. So that I'm going to explain it right now. So for this, just listen it carefully. So for this, I'm going to just click any boxes, and I'm going to move to this particular insert option. Just listen it carefully, guys. And you guys are listening this particular session. If you guys are listening this particular session, in the sense, please raise your hands in command box right now. Please raise your hands in command box right now. And I need a more interaction. Please reply me first, and also please interact with me as well. Okay, right. So I'm going to click this one. Okay, once I click this one, and I want to inserting this pivot table. Tejas, I'm speaking slowly only. If you need more slow in the sense, I can, no problem. I consider about this. Okay, right. So once I'm going to click this one. Okay, once I'm going to click this one, this particular that box, this, and I'm going to click this particular option. For an example, once I'm going to click this one, in the sense, defaultly, okay, defaultly it will be show the shape of this particular data. For an example, it starts from A1, and also it will be moved to for an example, you can see this one. It will be moved to the end of these particular 3726 entries. So for that, when I'm going to click, when I'm going to click this one, it shows that A1, 2 or 3726. That is the count of this particular the data here to make. And we have the two different options. So for an example, new worksheet and also the existing worksheet. Here you need to put the new worksheet here. That is the most important thing. These particular new worksheet, to making the new worksheet to creating the pivot table. So for that, I'm going to click this particular option. It is going to be create like that. Otherwise, we have the another option as well. So I'm going to to delete this. So yeah, just a minute. If I'm going to drag like this, okay. For an example, I have to select yeah, just a minute. So once I'm going to select like this as the specific data, then it can be possible to make the this the inserting option and click this one, and also the from the table range. So what is the range between here? Now 1 to M20 as well. So it can be possible to make the 21 to 20. So this range between like this. But I need to select the for all the data. So for that, I'm going to click this particular the option. This is called it as navigate the data. Okay, this is called it as the navigate this particular data as well. Just a minute. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So, Kausalya, my name is Philip. I'm not Mohan. My name is Philip. Okay. Right. So now you can see this one. I am DP movie data, and this is a range between it starts from this and also the range between the 3726. So once I'm going to click this one, defaultly it is going to be like that, moving to create this particular pivot table like this. And we have the several options. So yesterday I discussed this one also. Again I'm going to discussing with you the pivot table field having these several options. Now you can see this particular option right now. For an example, field and filter and column, rows, and also the value. Now I'm going to explain what is the meaning of this. Okay, now I'm going to explain this one. So first one, what is this exactly? This particular these particular things. Okay. Okay, Surya, I noted your comment, so don't say like that and don't consider me like that. So I'm not like that. Is actually that these particular things is not a right way to mentioning in the command box as well. Thank you. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Right now, you can see this. So now you can see this particular boxes. This field shows all the variable presenting in that particular data. For an example, title, date and color and genre, language. These all other things is actually that we have this one. So that is the field we're having. And what about this particular filter? So I'm going to explaining one by one right now. So for this, these particular things. So what about filter? If there are that field that you want to use to filter in a whole data, that is the most important thing. For an example, I want to filter one particular language. I want to filter one particular country. I want to filter one particular genre. That it can be possible in this particular option. And what about the column? It is actually variables includes in this particular column, and also the field appears in this individual column. That I'm going to explaining, then only you can understand easily. Are you guys are listening this particular session? I hope you guys are understood very well, and this may be helpful to understood to analyzing this particular data. If you understood means, please mention in the chat box, yes, Philip. Please mention in the chat box, yes, Philip. Yeah. Right, so now I'm going to see this one, rows. These particular the variable includes in the rows field will appears in the individual rows. That I'm going to explain it one by one. For an example, I want to display the rows in a title wise. I want to display the rows in a genre wise. I want to display the rows in a language wise. Then it can be possible to make that. So for that, I'm going to the next option is the value. Based on the title, what is the revenue? Based on the titles, what is the count? That it can be possible to make that. So for that only, each and every options will be there. So without delay, I'm going to making in a practical way to understand this one. So for that, I'm going to open this particular Excel right now. Okay, right. So far, you can see this one already. We've seen this particular field. This is variable presenting in this Excel sheet. All right, so for that I'm going to in the first initially I'm going to creating the rows. Okay, I'm going to creating the rows. For that I'm going to choose the title here. For example, title of the movie. So now you can see it here. Once I'm going to drag and drop here, drag and drop, just a minute. Sorry. Yes, okay. Once I'm going to use this particular drag and drop. So I'm going to use this, just a minute. Drag and drop title. Okay. This, yeah. Title and also the drag to the rows. Okay. Drag to the rows. That means Sulu, you have the title name in this particular variable column. Sulu, just to listen it carefully. அங்க நான் வந்துட்டு டைட்டில் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு வேரியபிள நான் என்ன பண்றேன் அப்படின்னா ட்ராக் பண்றேன். So this is way to explaining in Tamil. So most of the people coming from the like in the different language. So for that only I'm going to using in English language. So try to listen carefully. So here the title and also the track it in a rows. So once I'm going to like in the track it here for Tamil people, just listen carefully. Title variable I'm going to like in that move to and drop in rows. You can see it here right now. You can see it here right now. These particular rows. Okay. Once I am going to like that move these particular rows. After that, I need to select the value. I need to select the value. For example, we have the different option. For example, gross revenue and also the budget. Here, I am going to choose the gross revenue. For Tamil people, I am going to choose cross value நான் இங்க என்ன செய்றேன் track பண்றேன். Okay. So my name is Kausalya, my name is Philip. Thank you. So now நான் என்ன பண்ணிட்டேன் cross revenue choose பண்ணிருக்கேன் for value. So I'm going to like select the cross revenue in values. Okay. Cross revenues in value. And also what about rows? So I'm going to selecting this particular title in rows. In rows, I have selected the title. In values, I selected cross value. Right? Now you can see this one in a pivot table. Now you can see this one in a pivot table. Based on the movie's name, based on the title, I don't know the Telugu, Vishnu. Sorry for that. I don't know Telugu. Right? So please consider me as, I'm going to speak in English in a good way. So try to listen it carefully. So I can't speak in Tamil. I can't speak in Telugu also. Why? Because of the participants are different state, and also they knows only the common language, that is in English. So try to understand in an English way. Okay. Right. So now based on the title, that is the gross revenue. Right. So what is the meaning of the filter here? So this is actually like the filter option, right? No, this is actually a filter option. So for that, I'm going to like select the for example language first one. Okay, language first one, and also we have to choose the color, and we have to choose the country as well. So based on the country, based on the color, based on the like the country, based on the color, based on the language, we can filter. How it can be possible? How it can be possible? For that, I'm going to selecting the language right now. Just listen it carefully. I'm going to like selecting the language right now. So for that, I'm going to selecting the language here is first I have to select the country first. So first the country France. I'm going to selecting here France here. And after that, I'm going to like select the language French. So I'm going to selecting here. Just listen it carefully. And right. So after that, I'm going to like selecting the color is actually right. Yes. So now, what is the filter? What is filter is actually? Try to listen carefully. Based on the language, based on the color, based on the France country, this is actually like this value of this. That means the French language, color, movie, and also the based on the country. This is the gross value, and this is the movie. I want to show the genre here. I want to show the genre here. How it can be possible to make that? So for these particular things, I'm going to like selecting the genre from the that particular major boxes, variable boxes. So I'm going to like click here. Click here. Okay, right. So now you can see this one. Okay, right. So based on the genre, okay, based on the genre, and also based on the title, it is going to be like the displays like this. And I want to like that displays the budget value here as well. So I'm going to like that select the budget, and also track it here right now, and you can see this one. So based on the genre, okay, based on the genre, Divya is actually most of the people didn't understand yesterday, and also I took the faster way. So for that only I explained it again. Yeah. So right now, I'm going to creating the pivot table for the rows wise, the title, and also the genre for value, gross value, and also the budget. So now I need to that show in a genre. That means I'm going to selecting all for the filter. I don't want to filter anything here right now. So I'm going to selecting the color is actually that all, and also the country is selecting is all right now. Right, so done. Now you can see this one based on the genre, some of the gross, and based on the genre, some of the budget of the movie, like that. Okay, right. So now I'm going to selecting this particular the pivot table like this. Okay, right. So now yes. So this is the way this particular field is going to be worked. So now move to the another option. So before that, I'm going to talking about this particular internship program right now. Okay, right. So I hope you guys are understood really very well to create and also to insert the pivot table like this. So hope you guys are understood about this. If you understood means please mention in the chat box as Philip. Please mention in the chat box as Philip. Otherwise, you can share it in a heart right now, or share the fire emojis in the chat box right now. That is the most important things to making that. Okay, right. So without delay, I'm going to talking about the most important part is internship program. Now, this particular masterclass can convert into the internship program. And you can join as an internship user for this particular data analysis with the help of the 4 different domains. Okay, 4 different domains. For example, the first domain and first module is actually Excel data analysis, and second one PowerBi, and third one Tableau, and fourth one Python. Okay, so 4 different domains I'm going to cover. At the end of this particular internship program, you could know about these particular that internship program, and it's a very clear way for the analyzing also. And if you want to do the internship on data analyzing, if you want to do the internship on the data analyzing with the help of the different tool and also the visualizing the different tools, in the sense that this is the right platform and this is the right time to show and right time to do the internship on this particular domain. If you are interested, please do join this particular internship program. Maybe you are asking the question to me, so what is the benefit of this particular internship program? We are going to cover all the concepts for the data analyzing with the help of the different tool. So I'm going to cover the 2 different tools majorly, that is PowerBi and also the Tableau. That is the most important things to visualizing your data and also the analyzing your data as well. Okay, then and I'm going to concentrating on the data science technology with the help of the Python programming language, and also I'm going to discussing with you to how to create a model and also the training a model. And I'm going to discussing right now the Excel data analyzing. So if you are interested to join the internship on this particular data analyzing and also the data science in this, and this is the right opportunity. Please do join right now if you are interested. Okay, right. So what is the benefit of this particular internship program? 30 days of live session, 90 days the recorded videos is going to be accessible for you, and 8+ source code. 8+ the projects I'm going to discussing with you. 3+ source code will be that access as well. So Kamaleshwari SQL, if it is necessary, definitely I will use it that. Okay, right. So here right now. Yeah, okay, I can understand Tony Cloud. I can understand. Right. So now 90 days of recorded videos is accessible. That is one of the major benefit only for the internship user, and 8+ source code for the data analyzing, and 30 days of downloadable presentation. You can receive that. And every Saturday I'm going to conducting the hackathon classes. You can meet me in that particular Zoom platform as well. So you can get the certificate, you can get it the confirmation letter, which is get it from the pantechelearning, and you can get it the certificate which is get it from the pantechelearning as well. So what is the major benefit? You can that live session, 30 days of live session will be accessible for the participant and also the internship user. and 90 days of recorded videos that will be available for only for the internship user, and a downloadable presentation for the 30 days. So I'm going to cover the 4 different module. So I'm not considering this particular 30 days. I'm considering the 4 different module. One is Excel, another one is a Tableau, another one is a PowerBi, and also another one is a Python as well. So that is the most important for the data analyst. If you want to becoming the data analyst, if you want to do the internship on the data analyst in this, this is a right opportunity to do that. IMDb movies data Anish. Yes, yeah. So if you want to do this particular things, please do join right now. Okay, right. So, and you can get it the certificate as well, and confirmation certificate, and also the participation certificate as well. And what are the process I'm going to discuss with you? Pivot table case studies based on the Excel, and full projects I'm going to discussing with you in Tableau, and you can visualize any data in the tool of Tableau. And the population is the most important thing. So population visualization in PowerBi I'm going to discussing with you, and the credit score classification by using the Python and also the machine learning technology, stress prediction by using the machine learning technology, COVID-19 prediction based on the X-ray image based on the deep learning. These are all the things I'm going to discussing with you. This is a major important part in this particular course as well. Okay, right. So if you are interested, you can join right now. Okay, all right. So without delay, I'm going to enter these particular options. So these particular session, I'm going to discussing with you these basic tools that for the pivot table. So most of the people asking the question, what is the benefit for the pivot table? The pivot table will help to filtering and summarizing and analyzing the data. Try to understand. Every time I'm mentioning this particular the purpose of the pivot table. The pivot table will help to filtering, summarizing and analyzing the data in a very major way. That will be more helpful to understanding the data as well. Okay, right. So now I'm going to move to the analyzing and also the design option. So what is that exactly? For example, analyze and also the design options, we having the several options will be there. For example, when I'm going to open this particular the movies data, you have to open this particular things, and yes, in this particular pivot table, we have this particular the pivot table analyze option is there, and design options we have that these different option is there. So try to listen it carefully. Pivot table analyze, we having the several option. For example, refresh. Just a minute, guys. Yes, okay. So you can see this one. This particular pivot table, okay. This particular pivot table analyzing, we have insert slider, we have that insert timeline, and we have that refresh option and changing the data source, clear, select, move, and also the several options we have. Okay, right. So for this, actually what about the design? So these particular design option will help to visualizing our data to in a the different color. So already we chosen this particular yes, Karthik, I'm from Tamil Nadu and Tamil. Yeah, you can see it right now. And I have selected this particular the pivot design. So we have the several options. You can see it here right now. Yeah. So now you can see it here. The several options is there. You want to choose anything in this, and that will be more helpful to visualizing in a different way, and lighter way, in a darker way, in a medium way. So this will be actually more helpful to more helpful to use that. Okay. Yeah. This is the way to making this particular options, and it is more helpful to that presentable format as well. Okay, right. So this is a design, and this is the table, pivot table analyzing. So insert slider, refresh, changing data, clear, select, move. These are all the options is there. Okay, right. So now you can see this one, and these are all the options we have. For an example, some of the gross rows and also the field, active field, like that. Yes. Okay, Karthik. Yes, I'm from Tamil Nadu. Yes, I'm from Tamil Nadu. and pivot chart. Yeah, well, is it? Well, in future we can use it the visualization also for the pivot table. Okay, right. Right. So now these are the options we have and how to use that. That is the most important thing. So now I'm going to moving the one particular option, move, select, and also the clear. So for an example, the clear options allows you to like clear all the field and also the value from the table. That means just any filter that you have been applied, that can be also clear. Okay, that can be also clear. And yes, okay, I think okay, 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 I can understand status video. So what is your problem exactly? I can't understand. Can you mention it in a specific way? Then only I can change it. I can accept your like that feedback as well. Okay, right. So right. So we have the several options. So we have like that these particular like that analyze and also the design. In this particular analyze and also the design, we have the refresh, changing sources, clear, and also the select, move the pivot table. Now I am going to explaining one by one what is the meaning of the move and what is the meaning of like that select and what is the meaning of the clear. So first clear option. This particular option will allow you to clear all the field. Okay, all the field and also the value from the table or just any filter that you have been applied, that is also can be clear. So that is the clear option. So once I'm going to click this one, for example, clear on this one, is going to be like clear all this particular data as well. So presenting in this particular like in the pivot table value, it is going to be clear. And what about like in the select option? The select options allows you to select the entire like that select pivot table or like the entire table itself. So that I'm going to discussing with you. And what about like the move? That will be help to like the move to relocating to this existing pivot table as well. So I'm going to like that discussing with you, and I'm going to like that show this particular option as well. Okay, right. So now yes. First of all, I want to like select the several like that filter. For this is actually like I hope you guys are watching this particular session. If you guys are watching this particular session, and also if you guys are really like this particular session and this is, please give your heart in comment box right now, and also don't forget to hit the like button as well. So if you are interested in watching this particular session, please give your heart in comment box right now, and don't forget to hit the like button as well. That is the most important thing. And most of the people are asking that question like that you are from Tamil Nadu. Yes, I'm from Tamil Nadu in Chennai. Right? Yeah. So now I'm going to like selecting the several filter. So for that I'm going to like select French. Okay. So French, I'm going to selecting here the language and color black and white or color. So I'm going to like hit here the color, and the country is actually like that France. So because of I have selected the language is actually like that French. So for that I'm going to like selecting France here. So now I'm going to explain these three different options. One is clear, another one is select, another one is move the pivot table. So for that I'm going to like select here. So we have like the clear all option, and we have like the clear filter option. So once I'm going to selecting the filter, in the sense once I'm going to click this one, this particular like the clear filter is gone. Try to listen it carefully. Once I'm going to click this one, the clear filter is going to like clear. Why? Because of I'm going to like that for an example. Just a minute. Yes. Now I have selected the French, color, and also the France. Okay. So for this, I'm going to like selecting this particular clear. So I want to clear this particular like that one particular country and one particular language, one particular color. For these three different filters in the set, it can be possible to clear the filter. So once I'm going to selecting this particular like the clear filter, it is going to be remove that particular entire filter which is selected before. Hope you guys are understood about this. If you understood in the sense, if it is clear in the sense, please mention in the chat box, cool Philip. Please mention in the chat box, cool Philip. That is the most important thing to encouraging myself and also to continue this particular session as an interesting way. Okay, right. So now the clear filter will help to like that removing the like the filter which you selected before based on the language, based on the color, based on the like that country. Right? So now I'm going to like the clear all option. So once I'm going to click this particular clear option, it is clear all the data presenting in the pivot table. It clear all the options presenting in the pivot table. If you guys are like that understood very well and clear about it in the sense, please mention in the chat box school full. And that is the most important things to continue this particular session as an energetic way, and you people are also like don't want to make boring way as well. So for that, so I'm going to like selecting the control set, that will be more helpful to like that returning back to this one. So now I'm going to like that select option. So what is the purpose of the select option? Here the first three different option will not be accessible for that. So that will be blur. So I can't accessing this one. But I'm going to selecting this particular like that entire data, and also the copy this. And again, I'm going to like another selecting here and also the paste it here right now. So I can select and also the copy and also the paste it here as well. So Ilraja Mutta, okay, explaining in Tamil language. Try to understand Mr. Ilraja Mutta. Most of the participants coming from the different states, so for that only I have chosen the English language to explaining about this. Now we are asking this one, so for that only I'm going to like that explaining in a different way. So here I'm going to like that in Tamil language we three options irukku. So one is select, another one is like that what is that, cut, you know. Yeah, just a minute. Yeah. Clear option இருக்கு, select option இருக்கு, move option இருக்கு. Clear option வந்து என்ன ஆகும் அப்படின்னா clear பண்ணும். So அதுல ரெண்டு option இருக்கு, clear filter and also the clear all. So clear allங்கிறது என்ன அப்படின்னா எல்லா டேட்டாவும் clear பண்ணும். Clear filterங்கிறது நீங்க என்ன filter select பண்ணிருக்கீங்களோ அதை clear பண்ணும். And what about select? So select option பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் entire dataவை select பண்ணிக்கலாம். அதுக்கப்புறம் நீங்க அதை copy பண்ணி paste பண்ணிக்கலாம் further usageக்காக. Now speak in English right now. So clear like we having the two different options. One is clear all, that will help to remove the entire data. Clear filter in the sense which you selected before the filter, that can be removed. What about select? The select will help to like selecting entire data and copy and paste it here right now. So now you can see this one. I can also like visualizing the different filter here. For an example, I will show the demo here. For an example, here I'm going to like selecting this yeah, a German, okay, then that is the German. And what about like the color is actually like the color movie, and the country is Germany. Yeah, Germany. I have selected right now. So that is the different genre. So once I'm going to like this one, for an example, these selected things, we can like that filtering in what is that different things, okay, right? So now I'm going to like selecting the different filter. For this here I'm going to selecting yeah, English, okay, English, and black and color, and you can selecting here Australia, okay, Australia. So now based on the Australia, and what about these particular filter? Can you please reply me? So what about these particular filter? It is Germany, and the Germany language, and German language, and Germany. And like these particular like that filter is actually like that shows the different like that filtering here. For example, English, color, Australia, that is the different options is here. Okay, I hope you guys are understood about this very well. So I select this particular option, selecting all, copy, and also the paste it here, and I will show the different filter, different country data. For example, Germany, Australia, Germany, and also the Australia based on the language as well. Okay, so for that only I'm going to like selecting these particular like the three different things. So what about the move pivot table? So now I'm going to move to this particular like the pivot table. So I'm going to like that selecting this particular like that new, and selecting this. It is going to be like that move in another sheet. So now you can understand one thing. Australia, color, and English data filter, it is moved to the different sheet. And what about this second sheet? That is Germany, German, and also the color. Can I understand what I'm saying here? Can I understand what I'm saying here? So this is the way you can like it using the select option, copy option, and also the just a minute. Yeah. Select option and also the clear option and also the move option. So now the move option will help to move that different sheet as well. So now you can see this one. So it is like moved in a different option and different sheet as well, right? So this is a way like that creating this particular like that using this particular clear option, select option, move options. Clear will help to clear the value, and the select option will help to like the selecting the value and also the copy and also the paste it, and you can do anything when you selecting this one. And move table will help to like move to create a different table. So now in this particular chart, Germany and also the German, and this particular sheet, Australia and also the English. So that is the two different filter. Hope you guys are understood about this one. And this is a way to like very easiest way to like creating the pivot table. So for that, it is very easier way to like understanding this one, and also the most important like that easier way to like use this particular three different option as well. Okay, clear guys? Yes. Okay, right now yes, now I'm going to move to the next thing, refreshing and also the updating pivots. So what is the meaning of this one? The refreshing is actually like the update the pivot table based on the changes you made it in this particular value in a data defined range. Then what about like the data change sources? The change sources which allows you to like refresh the pivot table to reflect the changes outside you the value. That means we have the certain range from 1, 2, 3, 7 to 6. That is the range. In between that particular range, you can change anything. That is refresh. What about the change data? Apart from this particular range, you can change anything. That will be like that will help to changing the value. Okay, right. So now you can see this particular option. So for that only I'm going to like use this one. For an example, yes, okay, look, Nathan, definitely will share it. Yeah. So now you can see it here. The refresh will help to like changing the value in between the range. That can be possible. Then what about the changing the data source? Allows you to refresh apart from the range. That will be help to defining the out of the range as well. That is can be possible to make it that. That I'm going to show the example for this one. Just listen it carefully, guys. I hope you guys are watching this particular session, and I hope you guys are really interested to watching this particular session as well. If you are interested, please mention in the chat box interested Philip. Please mention in the chat box interested Philip. Now I'm going to like remove this particular like that Australia English filter. Now I'm going to like use this like selecting all again, and selecting all again, and selecting all again, right? Yes. Now I'm going to selecting all again. So now I want to like show the options, the pivot table options, refresh and also the change. Try to listen it carefully. A refresh and also the change. This is the refresh, and this is actually like that changing the data sources. Now I want to like that change. For an example, now I'm going to like move this particular like the IMDP moving data. So IMDP moving data in the sense, for an example, you have select any options. Okay, you have select any option. For this actually like that 42 street, 42nd street, right now. So 42nd street or any other things. Yeah, 42nd street. I want to change the value. I hope my screen is visible to you all. So 42nd street, I'm going to like changing the value is 23000. Okay, 23000. So already what is the value of this? What is the value of this is actually like that 9999 like that. But I want to change this particular value. For example, 23 3,30,000 or 3 crore like 30 lakhs something. So now it is going to be like change 23. okay, and 50 like that. So I change the value right now. So when I am going to move this particular sheet, okay, move this particular sheet, now I am going to changing the genre. For an example, now I'm going to selecting the title here, and I don't need right now genre. Okay, right. So already you can see this one, this particular 42nd Street. Where is that? Is 42nd Street? Yes, 42nd Street is actually the triple name, right? It is actually 999 value, but I had changed here in this particular data for this, in this particular data, you can see this one. This value is actually 233, 50. But I want to refresh that. I want to change that. For that only, I'm going to use this particular that sheet option here. Now I am going to move this particular values. Now you can see this particular value of 42nd Street. Okay, right now. Where is the 42nd Street here? Yes, 42, 42nd. 42. Yeah, 42 is triple name. But now I'm going to selecting this particular pivot table analyze, and I'm going to select this particular refresh and refresh. Now you can see this one, this value can change 23, but before that the value was actually 999 like that. Okay, right. So this is a way to these particular that refresh options will be there. Now I will show the different example. For an example, I'm going to move this particular value, and I'm going to add this particular things in the sense it can't be refresh, it can't be refresh, it can't be added, it can't be change anything. Once I'm going to insert anything, for an example, insert in between this particular right side in the sense, yeah, sorry, control set. So I'm going to select this and also the insert. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to move this sample column. Okay. Sample columns. Okay. I'm going to selecting this one. Now I'm going to move, and the pivot table and refresh option is there. Okay. Just for the example only. Yes. Okay. So for that, these particular option is there. Where is that particular sample column? You can see it here. This site, it is going to be added. It is going to be added in the variable tables name field. That you can find it in this particular box as well. In this particular box as well, before cross revenue, the sample columns is presenting here. Once I am going to deleting that particular things. For an example, I am going to delete these particular things. Now I am going to refresh again. So go to the pivot and also the refresh again. And now you can see it here. There is no sample data here. How excited is this? How excited is this particular that refresh option? Is it excited? If it is excited in the sense, please mention in the chat box excited Philip. And Santya, my name is Philip. My name is Philip Bedit. Okay, right. So now I'm going to moving this particular changing the data source. For that, I'm going to selecting this particular data. Already we knows this particular range, so this particular range. So for this particular range, I want to add this 27th, for example, sample title in the sense. Okay, sample title. Okay, this particular sample title I added, but it is not in our range. For that, okay, for that I want to move to this pivot table. In manually I am going to changing this one. So for that, pivot analyzing and also the changing this particular data sources, but it shows in 3726. Okay, 3726, but we have, you can see this one, these particular the dotted not extended to these particular range, that is actually 3727. But I'm going to change the value here 3727. Now you can see it here. Okay. Then I'm going to change these particular that sample data title that you can see it here. Sample data. Yes. Now you can see it here right now. The sample title is here right now. The sample title is here right now. So this is a way to that adding. This is actually changing the data source. Okay, changing the data source. And one more option we have. That is the interesting way. That I will tell you one more time. So once I'm going to changing this particular data sources, here you can remove this particular range the $1 and also the 3727. So these particular 3727 dollar is not needed here. Just a minute. So I'm going to selecting this particular changing data structure. So I'm going to remove these 3727 dollar and also the $1 here. So once I'm going to use and select this one, you can see this particular that range of changing the data. You can see this one. So now you can see this one. It is going to be selecting this particular the things. For an example, I'm going to move to this particular pivot table and also the selecting the range. Now you can see this particular range, and you can see this. It is going to be select the entire Excel sheet. Now you can see it here right now. Okay, it is going to be select this particular entire range of this one. So for that, I'm going to select this data change sources, and now you can see it here. It is going to be select the entire Excel sheet. Now try to understand one thing. I can change it anything right now. For that, I can adding the other option. For an example, sample data. Okay, sample title 2 here, and sample title 3 here, sample title 3 here, okay, 3 here. So once I'm going to selecting this one, so now I'm going to that pivot table and also the refresh here and refresh here. It is going to be added the sample title 1 2 3 again. You can see it here. That is why these particular the change data sources will help to do that, because of I have selected the entire Excel sheet. If I want to add another column, for example, you can see this one. So I'm going to remove these sample data here. So for that, I'm going to remove all this. Okay, remove all this and clear all this, delete all this, sorry. So delete all this and delete all this. Now I want to add anything data in this sense. I have another Excel sheet. So this is actually that this particular data is actually that in the year of 2016 release data. This particular data I'm going to add it. So this particular data I want to add it. So for that, I'm going to selecting this particular data and also the selecting all and just copy and paste it here right now. So paste it here means where should we paste it here? In this particular the data. So here I can paste here right now. So now you can see it here. I pasted here. I pasted here. So for that I pasted here right now, and again I'm going to refresh. That can be refreshed. Now you can see this one. Now we can see this one. Okay, so it is going to be added this particular the genes. That is the last that particular movie of this particular this things. Yeah, you can see this one. Genes is lost. So for that, this particular genes is actually added. So this is a way to adding and changing your data sources as well. And we have the another options also. For example, you want to selecting this particular formatting as a table. this particular formatting as a table, we have like that one particular option for this is actually like that I'm going to like that selecting this particular option like that. So this particular like that selecting the option, control set, and now I'm going to like that formatting as a table. This particular like that formatting as a table, I'm going to like that selecting all these particular things is going to be changed, and you can change the name here like that movie like that. So just enter here, just enter, and this is a way to like changing and designing this one. Once you are going to change this, for an example, when I'm going to like moving this and pivoting and change this data sources, in the sense that time you don't use any, okay, you don't use any this particular range. So for that you can use the movies here, that will be like that adding this particular this special things. Now this particular like the blank or several things is going to be gone, and now these particular like that moving these particular movies particular just a minute, yeah, format as a table, and I have selected this one, and based on these particular like the formatted table, this will be like the movies will have to add. So for that particular range I don't use any what is that this range. I don't use any range here for this. For this particular data change, I added this particular movie. It is automatically going to be selecting all the data which is presenting in this particular label. Hope you guys are understood about this. Hope you guys are understood about this. These particular like the changing and also the refreshing option. So now I'm going to like moving the another thing. How do actually what's the pivot here? That is the most important thing. Okay. For an example, I'm going to like telling this one. So Arizona is one of the like the state here. So Arizona and average population. So I want to display the Arizona average population. So now you can see it here. The first step, it is going to be detecting and evaluating the coordinates. For that, the Arizona having like the different value. So for this particular different value, we have like the 586, 859, and also the 870, 1656, and 892. These all are the value. Okay, these all are the value. So for this, a state is actually Arizona, and measure is actually like the total population, and the filter is actually like that all ages. So second one, we are going to applying the arithmetic things. That means average. So summarize all the values by average, that it can be possible to do that. And the second thing that displays the result, it can be, for example, 586, 85, and also the 1653, and also the 892, and divided by 5 means that is 5973. This is the way it is going to be like that pivot table is going to be work. So I will show the demo for this one. Okay, I will show the demo for this one. For an example, okay, for an example, I'm going to like selecting the genre here. So I don't need a title here, so I need a genre. Okay, I need a genre. I don't need the title here right now. So for that, I'm going to like selecting this particular pivot table. Now try to understand. I want one particular genre, that maybe I have selecting this. Yes. Okay. So this is actually like the sum of gross value of the action. Sum of gross value of action. So that means this is the average value for the one particular average. How it can be possible? This is the way it is going to be work. This is the way it is going to be work. So for that, the average and how it is works actually detecting the particular state, a particular evaluate the coordinates. So based on this particular coordinate, for example, Arizona, 5 Arizona is there, 5 different values is there. I want to display the total population in average value. So for that, summarizing average, and this is a way to displaying it. Add 5 values and divided by 5. That is the average. In the same way, these particular the charts is going to be work based on the action. So once I'm going to click this particular that actions, it is going to be show the detail of right. Just a minute. Yes. Now we can see this one. These all are the actions. Okay. These all are the actions. It is going to be like that displays the total value and also the revenue. Displays. You can see this one. Well, once I'm going to like click double clicks, it shows the value like this. Based on the movies only, it is going to be like it shows the value of the gross revenue. Okay, right. So this is a way it can be like that displays the value, and I hope you guys are understood very well. Okay, I hope you guys are understood very well, and thank you so much for us. Okay, yes, hope you guys are understood about the today's topic. Okay, so this is the way like that I have selecting this particular like that option. So now I'm going to click this list. It is going to be show this value of the gross revenue for that particular value. Okay, right. So yes, okay guys, so this is all about today. So this is a way this particular like that actually works the pivot table. Okay, hope you guys are understood very well about this. If you guys are really understood, means please give your like the comments in the comment box as well. Comments in the comment box as well. Now I'm going to like move to the my time. So every day I'm going to sharing the one particular motivational quote to you and for me as well to like the most suitable for this. So without delay, I'm going to entering my time. Okay, without delay, I'm going to entering my time. Most of the people hope you guys are understood very well about this one. Yes. I'm entering my time, so every day I'm giving the one particular motivational quote to you all and for me as well. Today, I have selected one particular things. Okay, one particular things. Push your shell because no one is else to going to do for you. That is the most important. Push yourself. No one is ready to push yourself. No one is ready to coming with you. No one is ready for you to do that anything. Why? Because of if you want to like do one thing in the sense you have to do. Don't expect anyone to do your work. That is the most important thing. So push yourself because of no one else is going to do it for you. That is the most important thing. Because this is my work. No one is ready to like work it for you. Because of he having like that several like that work is there, they are not ready to come for you, they are not ready to do your works, and they are not ready to push your success as well. All success in your hand only. Okay, so push yourself towards the success, push yourself towards the positive way, because no one else is going to do it for you. That is the most important thing. And another one, define your own life. Define your own life and don't let other people write your script. Because of that is your life. Your life in your hand only. Don't give to anyone to write your script. Don't give your script to write to anyone. That is the most important thing. I'm right now. Because our life is our hand only. You have to write your life script. No one else. Don't allow to write your script for your life. That is the most important thing. So push yourself. No one is ready to like coming with you. So because of they have the different work. So you have to do it for you and push yourself. And define your own life. Don't give it to anyone to write your script. Because your life is in your hand. That is the most important thing. Because of everyone have a good life. Everyone having like a different life. That is up to you only. So don't give to anyone to write your script. You have to do this one. You have to do this one. No. If you like, you do. If you don't like, you don't do. If you that means no, S means yes. Okay. That is up to you. Okay. Right. Thank you so much all. And good night all. I hope you guys are really enjoying this particular session. If you guys are really enjoying this particular session in the sense, please give your heart and comment box right now at the end of this particular session. I'm waiting for your comments. After that, we can wind up this particular session as well. Okay. And don't forget, if you are interested to join this particular internship program in the sense, please do join us right now and learn more about this particular data analyzing as well. Yeah. And so this is important for the electronics engineering. Yeah, if you are interested, you can do it right now. Okay. If you are interested in the sense, please do it right now. And why? Because of every domain, everyone can learn. That is my opinion. Every domain, everyone can learn. Right? Oh, yes. Okay. Philip, today's my time is a really life-changing course. Thank you. Thank you. And is there any online internship for the finance studies? Manoj, we don't have any about that in our company, and you are doing the very good job, and it is so appreciated. We are with you, and please don't care about the negative comments. Thank you, uh, Pamanaram Ponu. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Definitely, it will be more helpful to added value of you. And first, you have to understand one thing. If you are going to learn anything, that will be more helpful for your future, and also the that value is added for you. Try to understand. Okay, if you have anything, for example, if you are going to learn something in this, sometimes it will be helpful. Sometimes it have a good experience to work with that. Okay, so for that, that is my opinion to all the people. And yes, LinkedIn profile Philip Edit AJJ Aman Singh. Philip Edit AJJ, Nigeria. Thank you from Chennai. Okay, can you get the recorded videos for the practice? If you are an internship user in this, definitely you can get it the recorded videos for all days classes, and also the all the topics which I discussed in this particular session. Okay, Instagram Philip Edit Philip or Anyapu. How to learn English. I'm basically from Tamil Nadu. I hope I can speak in English to you, and I can convey in a good way. So just speak more within English. That is most important to get it more knowledge. Uh, it's okay, guys. Thank you so much for the good comments. We'll see you tomorrow with a different topic in Excel data analyzing. Thank you so much. Good night, all. Don't forget, push yourself. Why? Because of no one is ready to coming with you. Because of they have a different work. Because of they are also concentrating on their life. Okay, and also define your own life, because of your life is in your hand only. Don't give it to anyone to write your script. So keep it in your mind. And if you like, you do. If you don't like, you don't do. If your yes means yeah, yes will, and no means no. Say no means no, yes means yes. Thank you so much. Good night, all. Have a delicious dinner. I will see you tomorrow with a different topic in a like in a presentable way. Thank you all. A status video. So what is your question? What is your question? Can you ask me again? Okay, data sheet I can't give it to you. That is only for the internship user. And status video. Love you too. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Good night. All have a delicious dinner. Bye bye.